All you had to do was dance, Tyrone. Hello, everyone. My name is SwingPoynt, and welcome to Resident Evil Resistance. This is the multiplayer game bundled with Resident Evil 3. And today I want to show you a build that has been surprisingly powerful. I've actually yet to be unsuccessful while using this build, and I'm going to call this build the Dance or Die build. And the Dance or Die build is actually a pun. I'm pretty proud of it because we're going to be using Daniel today. And the basis of the Dance or Die build is actually a mechanic that you unlock in the game after you've played a lot. Now, I've been very fortunate that you guys have been watching these videos and watching our live streams, that I've been having a reason to play this game much more than your average person. And it's a really weird number, I'm guessing, to catch people off guard, but at about 207 hours, a screen pops up when you launch the game, and I'm pissed off that I didn't get to record it because I wasn't expecting it. But it launches up like when you get new patch notes, and it says that you've unlocked the Persuasion mechanic. And the way the Persuasion mechanic works in Resident Evil Resistance is that as a Mastermind, you unlock the ability to persuade the survivors to act in your own best interest rather than the best interest of their teammates. And if you successfully perform the Persuasion mechanic, you'll actually get the survivors to turn on each other, but you can only get up to 3 survivors to turn. And then those 4 work together to make sure that one survivor does not escape the match. And now I've done a bunch of offline testing. You guys know I love getting into the numbers about how to increase my persuasion chance while we're in a match. And I can go over what I discovered when I was testing things in the lab, and then I'll show you in a match that we actually recorded live on stream, everybody got to see it, about how successful we were with our persuasion technique. Now, when you're picking your mastermind that you want to perform the persuasion technique with, you have choices. I prefer Daniel because I think he's best at it. So each mastermind has a specialty for their persuasion technique. So in Daniel's case, he's really good at the jester persuasion technique. Annette, she specializes in gaslighting. Alex, she's more of the tsundere persuasion technique. And then Spencer's persuasion technique is called the boomer technique. I really tried to make it work, and I did a lot of testing in the lab to see how it would affect the survivors. And my guess is that since all the survivors are, around 20, 21, 22, the boomer way of doing things doesn't really work on them. The only survivor that I've seen the boomer persuasion technique work on is Sam. And my theory is that it's because Sam has an IQ of 50. So we're going to settle in on Daniel here, and the reason why Daniel is so good at the jester technique is that if you listen to how each mastermind talks, they have a certain way of speaking, and from what I was able to find out in the practice matches here, I found out that the worse your fake accent is, the more likely you are to persuade the survivors to switching over to your side as a mastermind, which makes Daniel a perfect candidate because his French accent sucks. So now on to the part that a lot of you guys really like seeing in these videos, where I go into checking in the slightly, moderately, greatly, and seeing how much it affects each stat. So what I was able to find out is that if you look into the cosmetics section, you have your zombie skins. And for each subsequent zombie skin that you accumulate, your persuasion percentage goes up by about 10%. So what's really helpful is that since Daniel has a really bad French accent, he already has a base persuasion technique of 30%. So when I've been playing my games, I had military intelligence on my zombies, my tough zombies are police, my jester is death metal, my dealer is a Wednesday. So that means I already have myself an extra 40% with my skins that I have on top of Daniel's 30%, because we know that things stack. We've tested this in other videos before where you can stack slightly, moderately, and greatly. So I'm sitting here at about a 70% persuasion rate. And now, similarly to the creature skins, you also need to make sure you have some gestures. If you don't have any good gestures, you're going to really struggle with this build because you're not going to be able to properly communicate with the survivors to get them to turn on each other. So for my gestures, I have equipped I'm watching you, Dance Shoot, and Dance Robot. From what I've been able to test, Dance Shoot is the most effective at communicating with survivors because it can run on a loop, which means you have to put in less actions per minute on performing your gestures. And now, for whatever reason Dance Shoot isn't really working for you, it is nice to have a backup or at least something to alternate so that you can communicate with the survivors on a different level. So I like to have Dance Robot, especially on the casino level, because there's a certain stage which you can dance on. And usually, I'd say 9 out of 10 times when the survivors see that, they start to realize that, oh, wait a second, I need to kill my teammates. Once you reach the point of persuading 3 of the other survivors, there's going to be a point where they start turning on each other. Now, once you have that target, that is where I'm watching you becomes very, very effective. It helps instill what I call the intimidation factor, which is actually a subset of the persuasion technique. So as you can see on screen with the I'm watching you gesture, it allows you to point at a specific survivor and say, I'm going to kill you. And then that allows the other survivors to realize who they need to start picking on so that you can successfully target one of them and not let them escape the map. As for equipment, I like to go ahead and pick Resilient Skin 3 so I have a little bit more extra health, because that gives us more opportunity to see who doesn't like to have fun when I start dancing, and then that way we can start narrowing down who our target's going to be. Same thing with Fortifying Virus 3 and 1. You try to use up, the majority of your skill points here that you have available. Really, all of these together are just trying to help you put yourself in a position to see who's a big enough dingus to go ahead and not realize that you're just trying to have fun in your match instead of just being a sweat lord. And once you have that target acquired, that's when you can start convincing everybody else on the team to go ahead and target them as well. And as for my skills, I also like to run Endurance so that you don't get knocked back and it allows you to emote for a longer period of time. And then also I like to run Vampire because what's going to happen is you're going to have that one person on their team who just is dumb as a box of rocks and doesn't realize you're just trying to have fun. So this allows you to swipe at them and get health back as they continually try to kill you, even though all you're doing is dancing next to them. And now I know we don't really have this written on the walls in this game, but that's because there's a lot of hidden things in this game. That's part of what we do on this channel, is uncover those things, find out the numbers, discover why things work the way that they do. And we actually have proof of this working. We live streamed it on twitch.tv/SwingPoynt, link is in the description. And for 2 matches in a row, we were very successful with the persuasion technique. So what I want to show you guys now is those matches that I recorded live on Twitch, and then you can start to understand how this actually works in a real match. So here's that. I won't even have a chance to have fun with these guys. They're just gonna insta-kill me.
Bonjour.
Watch, here they come.
Fate led you to a strange place today. Let us see if you will walk away
Told you.
or not.
Kill shot engaged.
This really is not a very efficient way of ending your life, but orders are orders.
I just want them to like dance with me. Jan kind of got it.
Good job.
Go find a place to use that. There is more fun ahead.
Appreciate it.
Fun for me, at least.
Let's go.
Still alive? Mostly? Oui.
I wanted to bite Jill. For tips or bits? I mean, tips is a better amount for your money there.
Bravo!
I want to dance with the fat guy. Let me do it.
Further you can go.
Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. Oh, Lord. Oh my God, yes. Does he jiggle? Oh my God, he's jiggling. He's jiggling. Come on, Jill. I think of you.
Don't forget to
I was gonna
search
keep
his
gooping
box
Jill
for
everywhere I
anything
can find her.
useful. Because that's not a weird thing to do at all. He feels no pain. The perfect machine for this endeavor.
Oh my God, I screamed it!
And hidden deception tip $6.66.
Jill's even shooting my cameras. Jesus Christ.
This really is not a very efficient way of ending your life. But orders are orders.
Not bad.
I'm gonna go eat Jill.
So many of you left. More food for the undead in this area. We kept them hungry for you, in case you got this far.
Enigma Deception tip $6.66. Dude, I'm so hyped watching this stream.
Next time. I almost bit it that time. Thanks. Get ready, here it comes.
Hell yeah! Well done! Well done! Nice work, guys! Perfect! Hell yeah! Great job!
Hey, still
Hell
alive?
yeah!
Thanks. I owe you one. Close call. Thank you.
Great job!
My lord, leave me alone.
Well done!
What is wrong with this Jill?
Well done! Nice work, guys!
Well, at least you're not dead. Shit. Thanks a lot for that.
Why are they still reviving her? I don't know. Becca's trying to shoot me now, too. Oh, my lord. Oh. She would just dance. Enigma, thank you for gifting a sub here.
You continue to fight, and the depravity of the game goes deeper. This is good for me, however I dance. Sometimes it's easiest just to do things yourself. You understand me. Oui?
Why did I get to bite her twice? What was that? They're just letting me eat Jill. Last time we did this, it was against a January, and she ended up DCing.
Good fucking luck, my friend. This is life. We run and we die. You did not choose this chaos, but at least you saw it before your end. I confess, I admire your dedication to breaking shit, but this is hopeless. You should give up now. Wah, wah. A little pounding.
Don't let Jill escape.
Oui. Woohoo.
She dodged away from me. Oh, Lord.
No sorrow, no regret. Just flesh made into a weapon.
The way out's clear. Move. Perfect. Well done. Nice work, guys. Well done.
There will be no rest here
Great
for
job.
your corpse once you are
Well
gone.
done.
This has gone on long enough. This really is not a very efficient way of ending your life. But orders are orders.
They did the tour!
The Wesker's virus clearly did nothing for you. This is how slow you are. Bad luck, my friend. Whatever that shit is in your blood, it has changed you. So do you really want to go out there? Do you want to spread it to the world?
Oh my god. So that was the dance or die build. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I have a few more builds that I'm coming out with that are a little more practical. Again, such as Sniper Becca. I know you guys really want to see Sniper Becca. I know you want to see Dr. Tyrone, and there's a couple other ones that I can't think of off the top of my head, but I do plan on getting them out. If you guys want to see these, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe. We also stream every single night on twitch.tv/SwingPoynt. Link is in the description. We stream every night around 10 p.m. Eastern. I'd love to see you there. And again, thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys enjoy these videos. And then I will see you guys in the next video that we do around here.